And we are back for the second duel for the Daytona 500. This will determine the outside row in the Daytona 500 starting lineup. As you can see, everyone who was not in Duel 1 is here in Duel 2. Ben Paul, Zohar Manu, John Waycross, Alexander Jones, Jake Cole, Jacob Lawler, Preston Plord, Dylan Poteet, our defending champ, Charles Jackson, Brandon Bain, Emilio Navarrete, William Duncan, Tony Blazer, Richard Johnson, Sam Young, Danny Wells, Sean Galligan, Ricky Hawk, Barney Ward, and Randy Carpenter. So here we go. Once again, 6 laps, no cautions. And once again, you're going to see speeds really high here. So this will determine the outside row in the starting lineup for the Daytona 500. And we'll see what transpires throughout. Whoa, there's a car in the apron. Oh, it's Tony Blazer. Something is wrong with Tony Blazer. Oh boy. That is not a good sign for that 38 team. And he's going to head to pit road. That's going to be a tough break for Tony Blazer as we take the green flag. And look at Tony Blazer. He's getting work done, and something happened with Tony Blazer there. Tough break for that 38 team. And we just saw it is Jake Cole, who was Jake Cole pushing his teammate John Waycross to the lead. But of course, Preston Plord in the 15, of course, looking to make an impact in his first season in the Pepsi Cup Series. Got a little help from his not-so-great buddy Charles Jackson in the 9. Oh, Jackson was in the apron there. Gotta be careful. Well, a lot of cars are really going to the apron. A couple of cars have fallen off the pace here. Richard Johnson and Danny Wells have fallen off the pace just a little bit. And Brandon Bain. Brandon Bain's well off the pace. Gotta start catching up now. As we come into turn 3, it is Sam Young who will take over the lead with help from Dylan Poteet. But here comes Barney Ward also to the inside. Oh, Emilio Navarrete's going to bounce off the wall. And Randy Carpenter going to the apron. These cars are really being aggressive here in these duel races. These cars are really aggressive on these duel races. And I mean, it's not even the 500 yet. But we'll have to wait and see. As Barney Ward has taken over the lead at this moment. Tony Blazer still hasn't got out of pit road. William Duncan is really falling off the pace, as Preston Plord's also off the pace too. Oh boy, a lot of cars have fallen well at the pace. And our defending champ, Poteet. Dylan Poteet has scraped the outside wall. He is going to lose a hell of a lot of positions. We're just about halfway through this race, but man, that was not what the defending champ was looking for. A tough speed weeks for our defending champ so far. We'll have to wait and see if he can catch a big break at the Daytona International Speedway in either the Nationwide Series or the Cup Series, but more likely the Cup Series. Has now 3 wide for the lead. Charles Jackson, Alexander Jones, Emilio Navarrete. Navarrete's going to go a little bit off the draft into Charles Jackson. That's going to leave Alexander Jones out to dry, but here comes John Waycross in the 83. Sam Young, Sean Galligan, they're coming too. Come around with 2 laps to go, and it's Charles Jackson who will lead to the line with 2 to go. Uh-oh. Oh, Sam Young. Sam Young got loose coming into turn 1, but he saves it somehow. But he loses a lot of positions. Oh, he gets into Danny Wells. Oh my goodness, how the hell did he save that shit? Danny Wells somehow, someway saved his 17 Best Buy Ford Fusion. But here comes Alexander Jones now. To the inside of Charles Jackson for the lead. Here comes Sean Galligan and Ricky Hawk alongside Jacob Lawler. They'll take the white flag this time by. 1 lap to go to determine who will be starting 4th in the Daytona 500. Sean Galligan, Ricky Hawk, Jacob Lawler. And then Zohar Manood is in the mix as well. Don't count these guys out, especially rookies Lawler, Manood, and Ricky Hawk. Ricky Hawk to the inside. Here comes Jacob Lawler. Will he make a move trying to get himself into a good starting position for these duels? Ricky Hawk comes with the block. They're going to come to the stripe. Ricky Hawk's got it. He's got the win in the duel, followed by Jacob Lawler, Sean Galligan third, Alexander Jones finishes 4th. Zohar Manoud rounds out the top 5. Boy, it's been a great Speed Weeks for Ricky Hawk, I'll tell you that. He won the last chance qualifier for the Budweiser Shootout, and now he's won a second race on Speed Weeks. He won the Gatorade Duel number 2, and he will be a happy camper as he will be starting in the outside of row 2 for the Daytona 500. What a great start for this for Ricky Hawk. On the other hand, for his buddy Liam Ervig, Liam Ervig's not going to be starting well towards the front, and drivers like Jacob Lawler could certainly use a good finish like this. He'll be starting 6th. Alexander Jones will be starting 10th. Sean Galligan will be starting 8th. A tough break though for Tony Blazer. He never even crossed the start-finish line. That has got to be a tough break for the 38 team. And now we take you to your results. Here's a look at your results. Ricky Hawk will take home Gatorade Duel number 2, and he will be starting 4th in the Daytona 500. Jacob Lawler, Sean Galligan, Alexander Jones, Zohar Manoud will round out the top 5. They'll be starting 6th, 8th, 10th, and 12th, respectively, in the 500. 6th through 10th now Ben Paul, John Waycross, Jake Cole, Charles Jackson, and Emilio Navarrete. And we go through the bottom half of the field. Richard Johnson, Sam Young, Danny Wells, Barney Ward, Randy Carpenter, Dylan Poteet, Preston Plord, Brandon Bain, William Duncan, and Tony Blazer. And unfortunate event for Tony Blazer. He never crossed the start-finish line, and he will be starting dead last in the Daytona 500, which is not a good sign for this which is not a good start for this 38 team. But hey, who knows what could happen? Anything and everything will happen in the Daytona 500. So now the starting field is set for the Daytona 500. Of course, I will have the starting lineup video very soon, probably in maybe in a couple of days or so. So be on the lookout for that. Also now that the Gatorade Duels are done, the next race on my agenda is the first round of the NSCRA Staples Make the Grade Challenge, which will be right here at Daytona. Who will start off the season with an A+? We'll have to wait and see about that. After the Staples Make the Grade Challenge race here at Daytona, that will have the Pepsi Max Nationwide Series race as well as from Daytona, and then will be the Pepsi Cup Series Daytona 500, the 3rd annual PORWC Daytona 500 from the Pepsi Cup Series, and it's going to be epic, to tell you the truth, guys. It is going to be epic. So our starting lineup has been set. And of course, we are almost done here with Speed Weeks. Now it's time to get the real legitimate races underway. So be on the lookout for those Daytona races coming soon. Alright guys, we're done with our Speed Weeks. We're almost done with Speed Weeks, actually, to tell you the truth. But we still got our legitimate races, so it's going to be a great ending to Speed Weeks, to say the least. This is Randy Orton Fan 2011, signing off. I'm out.